Hello and welcome to Curly Top Makes. I'm Judy and I'll be talking to you today predominantly about crochet. It's quite crochet heavy today, with a little bit of knitting chucked in. But for anyone returning to my channel, welcome back. Nice to see you. You all must be mad. And for anyone new, you don't know what you let yourself in for. No, it's not that bad really, honestly. I'm going to try and sit on my hands because I wave my hands around a lot. I haven't been here for a little while. I was trying to do one a week and try and make myself look interesting. But as I've explained to people, people that have watched before, or anyone, probably just my family members that watch this, I own a pub, and it's just been so busy. It's summer, so we're just non-stop and trying to find time to waffle on about my crochet and my knitting. I just haven't had the time. I've had some time to do stuff, but doing this and trying to find time when the pub's quiet to get it done has just been physically impossible. Or quite frankly, one, I've been too hot, or two, I've been too tired, and just trying to grab little moments here and there. So I'm podcasting. I don't even know what the date is today, but I don't know, it's about 16th of July. I have no idea. It's a Tuesday, but I'm doing this before I think the pub opens. I haven't got a clue what the time is either. I'll get on. So I've just done all this once, but I had my wrong glasses on and I couldn't see the screen. And I know I'm looking at me and not up there where I should be looking, but I kept on going boss-eyed. So I had to stop and redo it all again and change my glasses. But these ones, as my face gets warmer because I've had to shut the window, they'll start sliding down my face, so I'll keep pushing them up every 2 minutes. But so yeah, as I say, this is going to be quite crochet heavy. I've fallen in love with crochet again. I used to do a lot of crochet, as you can tell by all the Starcraft behind me, and then it hurts my wrist, or it was hurting my wrist. I was getting really quite bad wrists with it, so I stopped doing it and sort of fell out of love with it. But I went down a rabbit hole of Mosaic crochet. I wanted to do it for a while, and I made a blanket for my son last year, but that was tapestry crochet. And I said to him, oh, I'll make, but my son is a grown-up man. He's not in his blanket for his house. And but I'd seen Mosaic crochet, and I said, oh, maybe next year I can do you something in that, because I really like how neat that looks. But and I had tried it before, but I don't think I was concentrating enough, or maybe the little bit I tried just seemed too complicated, because who is it? Let me just look on my notes. MJ's Off the Hook. She's done a mosaic, which I've started doing as well, mosaic blanket, and her little tutorial on YouTube. Oh my God, it was so easy. And I can't understand how I struggled so much with the other try, that it was enough to put me off, that I didn't want to carry on. I didn't want to do it anymore. But so I made something in just over a week for my son. Now everyone does Christmas in July, so I'll be different. I've done Halloween in July. My son loves Halloween, spooky season, autumn. Knowing my Tim, he's probably already got some Halloween stuff out. Well, I know he has. But so I made this. I found this on Etsy, I think. It's called Pumpkin Jack, and I'll show you. Get my face out of it. Why do I feel the need to put my face in everything? And I thought I can do that, and it's, oh God, just en petite point. I have no idea, but that's it. I hold it up there, and then people that, it's a bit hard when you're dyslexic to try and read stuff without looking like a complete moron. But anyway, we've done it. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to show this. I've done it in, I didn't do it in double knit because I just thought that's going to take forever in a month for Sundays. So I've done it in Aran weight. So I thought it can either, I've got some doweling, so you can have it hanging as a door feature, or he can have it as a bed runner. I'm going to step back. Give me 1 second, excuse me, while I rearrange my room. Ooh. And I get it up the right way. Right. Ready? Oh, look at this bad boy. I hope it's all getting in the camera. It's massive. Lower and down again. Ooh, look at that face coming at you. Whoa. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't quite know if that's Halloween. But he's got a Christmas hat on. So there's a bit of Christmas in July. How fantastic is that? I am so impressed. I'm so warm to this. Let me bring it closer. Right. But, and then the back of it, you can see his face in the back as well. Oh, I just love it. I couldn't put it down. Oh, I wonder if hold on. Let's do one of those things. That'd be nice and scary, wouldn't it? But yeah, if you haven't done Mosaic before and you've thought about wanting to give it a try, oh my god, do, because it's so nice to do and it really isn't that complicated. I should say it's very complicated and I'm hugely talented, but it's not really that complicated. But you work on, if you know about crochet, then it's singles and doubles, or doubles and trebles, depending whether you're English or American. And you work, depending if you want to do, I'm not going to explain it very well, but all these big stitches you do at the front of the work, and then when you do your little ones at the back to work from, you just crochet into the back loop and it gives that effect on the back. They're like your little working rows, little foundation rows you set up. It's a little bit tatty on the orange bit where I was doing different segments of colour in a row. I've got to sew some ends in, so that's a little bit more untidy. But what you do with Mosaic, you cut every row you cut at the end, so you're left with hundreds and hundreds of ends both sides, but all you do is you envelope it. So you pick up on this side first, or the back side first, whichever. You pick up and you crochet so far, and then you do the same on the front. So all the ends are all in here, but they're all hidden away. Well, apart from those ones, but they're not in the ends. I just got to sew them in. So the bottom and the top are a little bit thinner. It's still an envelope, but obviously that's got all the ends in. But so you haven't got to worry about sewing all them ends in. But oh, I think it's fantastic. I am so pleased with it. I go, look at that. Look at his face. Face only a mother could love. How cool. But and And I suppose, you know, depending on what you knit it in or crochet it in, you could have it that big or however, or this big. But yeah, I am so oh, I keep waving my arms around. I'm just so pleased with it. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with it, and my first project that I've made. So yeah, I love it, and now Tim can love it as well because I can send it to him. So I said you can't have it until I've done a podcast, and I just couldn't get around to fitting a podcast in. So that's that one. Excuse me, putting my head in the way. I'm just going to have a quick slurp of coffee. Excuse me. Then the next thing is I'm prepared. It's another mosaic crochet one that I was doing because I've got 2 babies to make blankets for, and one of them I've been starting something, don't like it, start something else, don't like that, start something else, don't like that. So this poor little girl is taking forever to get her blanket, but it's MJ's off the hook pattern that I'm doing. Let me put that behind and it might. So can you see that one? Now you can see the wool she's used, but I've done mine just with what I had in my stash. So I didn't buy, apart from some white, I haven't bought anything. I've just used, to do the colour changes, I've just used what I've got in my stash. So there's my colours in there, and then you'll see what I mean now when I say about all the ends. So this is, you can see all them ends, but you don't have to worry because you just hide them all. They don't exist. But oh, I just love it. And then the back is really pretty on this one. How sweet is that? I'll hold it closer. Get your head out of the way. But even that just looks nice as well. If you didn't want the flowers one day, thought, you know what, I'm gonna have a change. But oh, but I'm doing this one in a double knit, so it is taking a bit longer to make. And then trying to get your hands used to the smaller yarn and the smaller hook after doing the big one, and it's all fingers and thumbs and dropping it, and oh dear, I was in the right old state. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how that's going. But yeah, really pretty. Yeah, really nice, really nice. So that's that one that I'm doing. And like I say, yeah, you just make your envelope up either side. I'll trim them down a bit because they are too long. But and then you make sure that you make sure that you knot them at the end, so they've got a double knot in the end so they don't come undone. But yeah, I'll trim those because they're too long. But and then just envelope them all, and obviously the edging then gives it nice structure as well. But yeah, really pleased with how that's coming out. But, and I thought, if I buy more wool, then it's not getting rid of all that lot, is it? It's not stash busting. But I have bought more wool to do a different one. But we don't mention that. But So yeah, really pleased with that. And she does, I don't know if anyone follows her at all, MJ, but she does such all nice different crochet bits. But yeah, that's her one. But, and like I said, really, really good tutorial as well. Very, very good. And I said, when I was doing it, I was like, oh, is that it? Is that all you have to do? It's counting. It's just counting. That's all. But like everything, like knitting and all that, is just counting. But so effective. Let me just pop that back so it's all neat and tidy. But, yeah, I haven't really done anything wildly exciting to talk about because it's just work. I could tell you what drinks I've served, but I don't really think you'll be interested in that. Oh, the pub is in for a competition on the back garden. I did put a little video up last month, I believe, or last podcast I done, which was probably nearly a month ago. And my area manager wants to enter our back garden into a competition for the best looking pub garden. I won't hold my breath on it. I like it. I think it's nice, but I didn't want to be entered into it, so we'll see. I don't know, but yeah, I don't like things like that. We'd won. Someone had put us through for Sutton in Bloom, like the front of the pub. I'd asked them not to, and they did. We won it, but I just don't like all the fuss and attention, and then you have to go and get a certificate and what have you, and have your picture taken, and I just really don't like all that stuff. It just freaks me out. So I had kept on saying to the area manager, I don't want to be entered into this. I don't want to be entered into it, and she entered us into it. So I'll keep my fingers crossed we don't win. Anyway, that's enough about me and my funny ways. What am I doing next? The next thing, I'll show a bit of knitting, which is my other half's jumper, Mike's jumper, the Dagmar jumper by Petite Knits. I really haven't done much on it at all, just because it's just been too warm, really, and there's a lot of cables and concentrating, although saying that that's concentrating as well, but it seemed like less concentration. But I have got to go back and pick a few stitches back to the start, which is I got to take, that's my starter row, so I've just got to undo that because it's just a plain row, but I mucked up and done my little cables on them 2 stitches and them 2, so, and it'll wind me up knowing that it's done wrong. But let's see, let's hold him up. So there's the progress, and he's tried it on and it fits so well. Oh my god, it fits so well. But you're probably sick to death of seeing this. I've only done a couple of these, and everyone I've shown this in, but I'm not very well today and all. But yeah, I'm just a bit with it at the moment, and it's quite heavy as well. But at least sort of with the crochet you can just pick that up and do a bit, put it down, and if you make a mistake it doesn't really matter because it just rips out so easy, rather than picking all stitches. So yeah, that's Mike's, not mine, that's Mike's Dagmar jumper. But really like it, but it's too hot at the moment. He don't want to wear a jumper in this weather, does he? But so that can just sit for a moment and wait patiently to be knitted on again. But and then my gosh, I'm whizzing through everything. Oh, I tell you what I did do. I made, oh golly gosh, I can't think what it's called now. Felix cardigan. I made that last year, and oh, excuse me while I just get it out the box. Made this Felix cardigan last year, last April. We went to Cornwall. We haven't had a holiday this year. And when I was away, yeah, I made the Felix cardigan, and I actually got round to blocking it last week, where it's been such lovely weather. I thought, right, well, I'll get my knits washed and blocked and ready for winter, and I got round to blocking this one. I can't, I know it's blue-faced Leicester wool, and I held it with a mohair, but I can't, oh, I wouldn't even know where to look in all that lot. I can't remember what they're called, because it was a year ago and I wasn't thinking of doing this kind of thing a year ago. But oh, lovely, isn't it? Let's just sweat myself out and put it on, because I'm not hot enough as it is. I'm going to stick a cardigan on. I've got windows closed. Do that. There. Isn't that lovely? I don't button anything up, so I didn't bother putting buttonholes in it. But oh, it's so soft. If you could feel how soft it was. But yeah, because I got this, I can't take it off, so hot. I was making this, and then while we was away, I wanted to make the Polina as well. So I started a green one, which I was taking with me, but then I wanted to do Millie from Tribe. She done a beautiful one, multicoloured one, but hers, oh, I can't think what the name is, what you do. Brain's gone dead. No, brain's gone dead. Not Intarsia. Is it Intarsia? Might be Intarsia, I can't remember. Where you make all the little bundles, knit along and changing them all the time. Could be Intarsia, can't remember. But, and I have shown a little snippet of this before. So, my orangutan. I made that one. And you're thinking, why is an orangutan wearing your jumper? Because it was Corvita, I think, Wool Dreams yarn, but it's, when I was blocking it ran and I couldn't get it out, and I was, first of all, I was upset, and then I just got to give your head a wobble and think, look, it's just wool at the end of the day. But it'd run, this colour had run so much and bled into the cream. So, and I was, before the menopause kicked in, I was slimmer as well, and it was a bit too big. But you can see it just, I don't actually know whether it's picking it up so much on here, but it's all run. You can hopefully see it now. Have a turn it, the brown running to the cream. So I just left it sitting and sitting and sitting and looking at it and getting the ump with it. And then I took the sides in first of all. I took my scissors to the sides because it was a bit bigger. So I took my scissors to it, cut out about that much either side. And then needle felted it and run up and down it on the sewing machine. But still, it was the fact that the colours had bled. I put it in boiling water. Nothing. Hadn't done anything. Because I thought, oh, I'll try anything. I don't. By this time, I didn't care. It was just a science experiment. And then I just thought, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to chuck it in the washing machine. And because I thought, if it felts, I'll make a cushion out of it. I'll just cut it and make like a back and front, depending on the size, make a cushion cover out of it. And it came out, and the size that it is, and I thought, oh, my orangutan. And I thought my orangutan Mike got me. Mike is my other half that sits in the craft room, and I love it now. Absolutely love it. Just all orangutans need a Polina sweater, but so my one's got one. But yeah, I couldn't get upset about it. It's just wool. Some people were sort of, you know, saying to me, oh, you should do this, you should do that, and it's like, there's bigger things going on in the world. I'm not going to get upset. Yes, all right, it's my money, but I've practiced knitting something, and subsequently I've knitted 2 more since, and you learn from it. So it's, you know, it's like I say, there's bigger things going on in the world to worry about than a bit of colour run. Is the chances we take, isn't it? So but yeah, I'm really pleased with it, and like I say, I've made a couple more since, which I'll show you on another day. But and then I'll show you the next thing is another blanket that I'm making. This is another order, and this will be my 4th blanket that I've made for it's one of my customers, and it's his 4th grandchild. So I've taken it as quite an honour, really, to be asked to make the 4th blanket as well as the 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So and they're still going strong as well. So this is just granny squares. There is no pattern or anything for it. So in a bag that I made with my little logo and my Tilda fabric. So I've just squidged them all in there for you to see. So they're my colours. It's a boy, obviously, or not obviously, it's a boy though. So they're my colours. It's all just Stylecraft, because I just know it washes up well. So and then I've got little bits in here that I've made, and I've got lots of all the little centres. So if I can find this right, that's a 2, a 3, 4, a 5 and a 1. So the first one, and unfortunately I can't be making an envelope. I've got to sew all those in. So that's be the first one. I'm making 5 of these, so I've done 5 of these ones. Then the second one will be like that. The third one, so that blue, I'm just with a whole lot, I'm just shifting round one each time. So that blue started there, then there, now there, and if you're paying attention, yeah, it goes there, and then the last one So then they'll all be joined. Let's move it back a bit. And then I'll go round a few times in the duck egg, and then maybe do a small little border, single crochets, pick out a couple of these colours, and then just do it, just to finish it, do that. So I started this yesterday. I actually had a day off yesterday. Oh, it's so needed, so needed. But felt quite rubbish as well. I was up for a bit, done all the gardening, got the dog out, got all the pub stuff done, and I said to Mike, I need to go back to bed, I don't feel well. But I think it was just knowing that I actually had a day off, and I think it just kind of like my body knew that I could relax. So yeah, no, I think it just went into a little bit of a meltdown. So I just felt a bit rubbishy inside all day yesterday, but still got stuff done. And we had knit and natter as well at the pub last night, so that was lovely. So we didn't have one. We do it every 2 weeks, but we didn't have one 2 weeks ago, just because we've just been so busy and it's been so hot, and I do not want to have to spend sort of getting up at 7:30 in the morning, going downstairs, starting doing, because me and Mike do everything in the pub, all the cleaning and everything, and then do your shift and then sit upstairs for 2 minutes and then go back down, because literally I am literally just going down to work. I needed some escape from it, and I don't really think people would want to come out when it's, I think it was about 34 degrees then, and no one wants to be sitting around knitting like that. All you want to be doing is sitting in your underwear, really, with a fan blowing on you. So that's probably another reason why I haven't podcast, because no one wants to see me sweating on screen. We're not on a knitting podcast anyway, so but that's another channel, but not this one. No, not in my pay grade to do something like that. But and then there is another, I shall quickly move off of that subject. There is another blanket that I want to do. I love watching, like everyone I should imagine, love watching different people's podcasts. And again, as I say, I did start watching this lady, and then I kind of stopped, because I go right back to the beginning of things. If I find a podcast, I like to go, I watch the first one, that gets you hooked and interested, and then if I like it, then I want to go right back from the get-go and watch them. And this is Sandra Paul, Cherry Hearts, and it's, oh, I did message her and just said, you've made me fall in love with crochet again. Just, oh, I could watch all her podcasts. Well, I do watch all her podcasts, but I really like this one, and I want to make this. But there's a couple of reasons why I want to make it. One, because it's just stunning, and she does it in a pink colourway as well, but I just quite really like this blue. It's like a duck egg again, but oh, she's the most delightful lady to watch. Beautifully spoken, softly spoken, just lovely. And her work, oh my god, is beautiful. Absolutely stunning, the stuff she makes. But so with this one, it's called Painted Roses Blanket, and it's inspired by the roses and castle decorations found on canal narrowboats. So I want to make this for my mum, because my sister used to live on a narrowboat, and sadly we lost my sister 3 years ago. She, as I like to say, relocated to heaven, and yeah, we just struggle. It was very, I'm not going to get all maudlin and sad, but it was a very, very sudden hospital fault, and we've lost my sister. So that's enough of that. But I just saw this and I just thought, my mum would like this. She can have a cuddle up with my sister. So you can sit under the blanket in the winter and have a cuddle with her. So I did make an emotional chicken for my mum, and I put, I showed her my chicken, my emotional support chicken that I made, and I think she thought I'd gone start raving bonkers, because mum, as I've said before, my mum doesn't knit, doesn't crochet. Her mum and sister did. Completely skipped my mum. I do apologise, there's a dead fox's head in the background. Let's move you around a bit. Not everyone wants to see that. And I put some little trinkets in mum's one, and then told her about it afterwards, and I showed her, I took a picture of what I put in her chicken, so she can sit there, she does sit there, and she's having a down day because no parent should have to bury their child. She can have a cuddle with her when she gets down and depressed. But I just saw this and I just thought, it's so pretty, really is so pretty. And with the canal stuff, and they watch all the canal stuff now, they just want to have things that hold on to Jane. But I just thought that would be nice, so I'll make it bigger than the pattern. I think so. I think this is probably like a baby's blanket, maybe more, so I'll just make more and make it bigger, but so she can sit under there and have a cuddle up when she's feeling a bit down, or if she's cold. But so yeah, I want to do that one as well, but I don't know whether to pull from my stash. I did, if you give me one sec, I'm literally just going here. So I did put some colours together. They're not quite the same colours, so I did put those together, but I don't know, or might just order. There is on the back, she's listed the colours. There's a black in that one as well, I've just seen, but so I don't know, I might get her colours, and they're on Wool Warehouse. They might be on Lovecrafts, and I don't know. I got the pattern through Wool Warehouse, and I know there is some packs, so I might order the pack. It's me mum, so I might just do it properly. It's for me little mum. So but yeah, so that's that. So that's really everything on the crafting side. Good God, 38 minutes. Jiminy crickets. I did want to say who I've been watching. Obviously, I've been watching Cherry Heart's podcast. Can't champion her enough. Just beautiful ones. But like anyone's interested in what I watch, but I do like as well, because she just makes me laugh. I just want her energy, and she's just so funny. Jeanette from Crafty Clegs. I'm probably teaching my grandmother to suck eggs here. You all know these people. Trying to steer clear of, or not mention all the really, really popular ones that everyone knows, and try and go somewhere a bit different. But yeah, she's just a joy to watch. She is. I love Jeanette. She does a bit of everything. Mad as a box of frogs, but in the most loveliest way. And when I see she's put a video up, I'm like, yes, I can't wait to watch her. She's just, some people might go, oh no, but she's lovely, absolutely lovely. And then she's not making so many now, and I come along this next lady, and I've watched them all, and she doesn't. Life goes on, doesn't it? Life carries on. You find other things, and things get put on the back burner, and you find different interests. But if you're at a loss of something to watch and want a nice little watch from the start to, she did put a video out maybe about 3 weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. And actually, because I've watched them from the beginning and I'll just watch them, I don't know how often she put videos out, so it might be a case that it's what she's always done. And but I think there has been bigger gaps in between. But it's Rosie's Knitting Shed. Oh, lovely young girl she is. Really, really lovely. And I did put on my Instagram, or you can find me on Instagram at Curly Top Makes, Curly_tops_makes, I think. So if you want to, I'm on Instagram. And I did put a little video. I took a picture of her when I was watching her on my iPad, and I took a picture to say that I'm watching her. Obviously, Wool and Wishes, I love them too, girls. Kirsty and Tracy, I love them too. They're another ones when they put their podcasts on, and because they're not lovely long podcasts as well. Obviously, there's 2 of them, so you're getting, you know, double bubble really, and all their makes are just amazing. So they're good ones to watch. I love those. And then there's another lady lives in Canada that I found, and she's the Knitty Cats. And I think watching her as well, I watched her first one, which was a few years ago, but I've only just found her. And I watched hers, and she was away camping. She lives in Canada, and I think it's Canada. It might be America. I can't remember now. But she was camping, and she thought, oh, I'll just try it. I'm just going to sort of have a go and try it and see. And she put her first one out, and I just thought, right, let her be my inspiration to get this done and do it. So I followed from her strength to do it, because her sister was meant to join her and had said, oh yeah, I'll do it with you, I'll do it, and has never joined her and done it. But and I keep on saying to my daughter that come and do one with me, come and do one with me. She does a bit of crochet, so I might persuade her once. Now the children will break up on, so it's Tuesday. No, it's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday today. I've lost a day. It's Wednesday. I lied right at the beginning of this. It's not Tuesday. So the children break up Friday lunchtime, I believe, for summer holidays. And our eldest boy, it'll be his last day in infant school. He goes up to high school then. He's really excited for it. So that's so good. That's sort of half the battle won, isn't it? When they're eager to get to high school and change is going to be a big change for him, but he loves learning, so he'll be fine. It doesn't daunt him at all. But so yeah, hopefully now with this holidays, I might see if I can drag my daughter in on one, so get her chatting about some of her makes. She'll have to make some stuff again now, so to make it relevant that she can chat about it. But right, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I can't believe it's nearly 3/4 of an hour I've waffled on, and it got to 18 minutes and I thought I was going to run out of stuff. But so just thank you all for watching, if you are still here, if you haven't switched off 41 minutes ago. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you do like this, then please, I know everyone says it, but I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about. Press the like button, the subscribe button, because it helps with my algorithms. Who knew? That to get me out there so other people can be bored senseless as well. Why just have it for yourself? But yeah, let's say give us a like and a subscribe, and recommend me to maybe just people you don't like and you want to bore them. But thank you very, very much for watching. Happy crafting. I hope if you enjoy the summer and the hot weather we're having, then may you have more days of it. I think for us in London, I think I'm sure they just said we're going to have about 28 to 30 degrees again come the weekend, and then it'll drop again. I hate the summer. I want rain. I want snow. We're not all the same. It's, you know, I want to have a snowball fight. I don't want to sit sweating. I don't like it. But anyway, happy crafting. Thank you so much for watching, and I will try and make one of these a bit sooner, but nothing's a guarantee. As I say, I'm governed by how busy the pub is and how busy we are. But take care. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.